Not getting one shot would be an improvement. Yeah, I agree. Um, increases health by 8%. Ooh, you don't get the health increases until right here. Let's put a couple points into that. Let's also work on, I guess, warp, I guess. It's pretty good. Ashley Williams. Let's get your shotguns up, I guess. Garrus Vicarian. Let's get your electronics up. Let's see if we're now going to be able to unlock that thing.
Clear.
I really hope so. Go ahead and heal up there. Alright, so we're pretty much done here on the Luna moon. We did all the loot, killed all the enemies. I think there's a couple of things on the map that we can go check, but other than that, we're done here. We got to do a class specialization, which was cool. I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm glad we did this and didn't put it off until like the end of the game. Nowhere in the mission did it say I was gonna get that. Okay. So we can go back down there and see if we can hack into this thing. We can Admiral hack it. And then if not, we'll have to probably get Holly to come unlock this for us. We put 2 more points into Garrus's electronics, so we'll see if that helps. It might not be high enough, though. Let's see.
Got it.
Garrus Vicarian, please. Yes. Nice, we can salvage it. Just some upgrades. That was all that was there. You have reached the 150 limit. Oh my god. I always do this. Whoa, we got a lot of stuff. Okay, we're gonna start with this. We only have to do 12 things. So here's an interesting hint. Anytime that you are roaming around and you know that you've got a lot of stuff in your inventory, don't hit the inventory screen. Just don't do it. Because then you gotta get rid of stuff. And I don't want to do that. Get rid of all this 5 stuff here. If I didn't open my inventory, I wouldn't have to do this, but yeah. Okay. Let me see the points of interest here real quick. There's something up here. A lot of these things over here, though, are... They're supposed to be like turrets. So, since we already shut down the VI, I think we're fine. Yeah, VI thing is done now. That's fine. Oh, I don't see the turret there. There's that. There's one apparently right here. So we'll go check out this last thing and then we're pretty much done on here. We go back and I don't know. It's currently 5:30 here and I should probably get ready to go to work. Because it could be at any moment. And we're almost at 3 hours, so once we get back to the ship, we can do some Codex stuff. For like another 5 minutes or something. And then that'll probably do it for today. Did a lot of planet exploration today. So tomorrow, I'm not sure. I think tomorrow we'll probably do... I do want to go back to the Citadel and buy some stuff and sell some stuff. Oh, cool. Get some XP. And then maybe we do a main mission tomorrow. I don't know. We'll wait to see. But tomorrow should be a pretty long stream tomorrow. There's that one, and then there was one up here. Check that out. But yeah, tonight I should be able to edit these up pretty quickly for the YouTubes. I need to I don't know, man. I need to make a rule that's no editing videos after midnight or something like that. Because I've been wanting to catch up on some of my D&D shows and other stuff, and I spend all that time just editing. Let's get some more XP because it's free. They're already shooting at me. They already know. There we go. That's pretty much it. There was another one over here, but I didn't see it, so I'm not even gonna go back and check it out. Let's go back to the Normandy. Talk to some people. It's a good idea. I wouldn't ever write anything if I didn't set myself strict times. Yeah. There's a time where you just need to just be like, yep, I'm not gonna do any sort of work or anything creative. There's gotta be some times where I can do other things. 'Cause it gets exhausting, man. Which is why I kind of love the weekends, because I don't stream on the weekends and I can do what I want. It gives me a chance to catch up on stuff and then play Final Fantasy XIV a little bit. I want to start getting back into that if I can.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Let's see if Liara has anything to say. Because I think we're going to try and romance Liara. Let's see. She might not have anything new to say.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
I like talking with you, Liara, no matter what the subject.
You have been very understanding with me, Shepard. Very patient. I appreciate that. I know there are some strange beliefs about my people. I am familiar with the legend of Asari promiscuity, but those rumors have little basis in fact.
She wants to talk.
When one of my people joins with an individual from another species, it is a very deep and spiritual exchange. We do not enter lightly into a union.
Is this a proposition? No, I want to know more about this.
You make it sound almost mystical.
A true union goes far beyond an ordinary melding. It is a connection that transcends the physical universe. Two become one. Thoughts and senses merge, identities intertwine. Memories and emotions weave themselves together, becoming entangled in a single, rapturous whole. It is unlike any other experience. In some cases, it can be a truly life-changing event.
I am intrigued.
It sounds amazing. Are you saying...
No. Oh, no. I am not very good at this, am I? I'm sorry, Shepard. I am trying to explain why I have been so... reserved. The Union is more than just sex. It is the lifeblood of my species, the way we Asari evolve and grow as a society. That is why I have never... that is why we must choose our partners with great care.
Okay, alright. I'm not rushing you.
I want you to be absolutely sure about this, Liara.
I am only 106, barely an adult by Asari standards, and I spend most of my time absorbed in my research. I never really thought about it, not until I met you. You are very special to me, Shepard. But with all that's happened, Saren, the Geth, the Reapers, I do not know if we are ready for this.
So, this sounds... that sentence right there sounds to me like... there's still stuff that we need to progress through in order to actually commit into a relationship. Sounds like we could be romancing, but you still have some things you need to do.
These are dark times, Liara. Maybe once all this is over.
I'm glad you understand, Shepard. There is too much at stake. We need to put aside our personal feelings and focus on stopping Saren. I wish it did not have to be that way. But we all have to make sacrifices. Let's talk about something else.
Nah, I gotta go.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Codex! I don't know. Okay, we're gonna read some Codex now. We're gonna go down into... well, actually, we're just gonna stay right here, I think. Because I'll probably go down and sell a bunch of crap off stream and all that. I can't save it there. Okay, let's listen to some of the codexes before we depart here. There's a whole bunch of races, non-sapient creatures.
After the Geth secure a location, they round up and impale dead and living bodies on mechanical spikes.
Yep, Eden Prime.
The spikes rapidly transform these victims into withered husks, extracting water and trace minerals, and replacing them with cybernetics. The cybernetics reanimate the lifeless flesh and tissue, transforming the bodies into mindless killing machines. Some Alliance soldiers refer to the husk-generating spikes as dragon's teeth, a reference to the mythological berserkers who sprang up from the earth wherever the teeth of the dragon Eris were planted. Dragon's teeth and husks bear little resemblance to other pieces of Geth technology. No one is sure why a synthetic race would bother to drain the minuscule amount of recoverable resources from organic corpses, though the value of reusing them as shock troops is obvious.
Hey, that's me. I'm a shock troop. Yeah, I will say this. When we start Mass Effect 2, I am going to make sure we are on top of the Codex. So that way, when we're exploring things and we find stuff and we get the little Codex new entry thing, we can read it then and there so we're not behind. Thresher Maws.
Thresher maws are subterranean carnivores that spend their entire lives eating or searching for something to eat. Threshers reproduce via spores that can lie dormant for millennia, yet are robust enough to survive prolonged periods in deep space and atmospheric re-entry. As a result, Thresher spores appear on many worlds, spread by previous generations of space travelers. The body of a thresher never entirely leaves the ground.
Yep.
Only the head and tentacles erupt from the earth to attack. In addition to physical attacks, threshers have the ability to project toxic chemicals and emit bursts of infrasound as a shockwave weapon. The Alliance first encountered threshers on the colony of Akuz in 2177. After contact was lost with the Pioneer team, Marine units were deployed to investigate. The shore parties were set upon by hungry threshers, and nearly the entire assault force was killed. Alliance forces recommend engaging threshers with vehicle-mounted heavy weapons.
But don't get too close, otherwise it's an insta-kill, as we learned today. We have more in this thing, apparently.
The home world and capital
Earth.
of humanity is entering a new golden age. The resource wealth of a dozen settled colonies and 100 industrial outposts flows back to Earth, fueling great works of industry, commerce, and art. The great cities are greening, as arcology skyscrapers and telecommuting allow more efficient use of land. Earth is still divided among nation-states, though all are affiliated beneath the overarching banner of the Systems Alliance. While every human enjoys a longer and better life than ever, the gap between rich and poor widens daily. Advanced nations have eliminated most genetic disease and pollution. Less fortunate regions have not progressed beyond 20th century technology and are often smog-choked, overpopulated slums.
He's talking
Sea
about
levels have
LA.
risen 2 meters in the last 200 years, and violent weather is common due to environmental damage inflicted during the late 21st century. The past few decades, however, have seen significant improvement due to recent technological advances.
Cool. So we're slowly clearing these things out. Let's see what kind of planets and locations we have. I have a feeling there might be Vermeer on there, which we won't read until we go and do that.
Pharos is a habitable world
Yep,
in the
Vermeer is
Attican
there.
Beta cluster. The Terminus
Terminus
systems are
systems.
located on the far side of the Attican Traverse, beyond the space administered by the Citadel Council or claimed by the Human Systems Alliance. It is populated by a loose affiliation of minor species, united only in their refusal to acknowledge the political authority of the Council or adhere to the Citadel conventions. Their independence comes at a price. The Terminus is fraught with conflict. War among the various species is common, as governments and dictators constantly rise and fall. The region is a haven for illegal activities, particularly piracy and the slave trade. At least once a year, a fleet from the Terminus invades the nearby Attican Traverse. These attacks are typically small raids against poorly defended colonies. The Council rarely retaliates, as sending patrols into the Terminus systems could unify the disparate species against their common foe, triggering a long and costly war.
All right. Uncharted worlds.
There are between 200 and 400 billion stars in the galaxy,
Wow.
and less than 1% of them have ever been visited or had their systems properly surveyed. Humanity's early expansion into the Attican Traverse was haphazard, a desperate race to claim habitable planets where populations can be economically settled. Ignored in the wake of this land grab were thousands of less hospitable worlds, each potentially rich with industrial resources. The wealth of entire solar systems lies untapped, waiting for corporate survey teams or independent pioneers to discover and exploit them. However, this is not an easy task. In addition to the environmental hazards, the fact that uncharted worlds are largely ignored makes them popular bases for criminals, revolutionaries, cults, and others who wish to remain unnoticed by galactic society.
All right, so this will still be probably... Oh, it's not even highlighted.
Pharos is a
But Vermeer will be. We won't read that just yet. Ships and vehicles?
The Normandy is a prototype starship developed by the Human Systems Alliance with the assistance of the Citadel Council.
We'll finish
It
these
is
up
optimized
and then
for
we'll be
scouting
done.
and reconnaissance missions in unstable regions using state-of-the-art stealth technology. For most ships, the heat generated through standard operations is easily detectable against the absolute zero background of space. The Normandy, however, is able to temporarily sink this heat within the hull. Combined with refrigeration of the exterior hull, the ship can travel undetected for hours or drift passively for days of covert observation. This is not without risk. The stored heat must eventually be radiated, or it will build to levels capable of cooking the crew alive. Another component of the stealth system is the Normandy's revolutionary Tantalus drive, a Mass Effect core twice the standard size. The Tantalus drive generates mass concentrations that the Normandy falls into, allowing it to move without the use of heat-emitting thrusters.
I just gotta say, I'm so glad that they have a narrator for the primary one. Secondary, there is none. But if there was not a narrator, I don't think I would read through all these. Yeah. Let's learn about Sovereign. Sovereign is Saren's ship, I think.
Sovereign is the flagship of the rogue Spectres Saren. An enormous dreadnought larger than any other ship in any known fleet, it is crewed with both Geth and Krogan. At 2 kilometers long, its spinal-mounted main gun is likely capable of penetrating another dreadnought's kinetic barriers with a single shot. How Saren acquired this incredible warship is unknown. The prevailing opinion is that Sovereign is a Geth construct, while others believe it is a Prothean relic. Its design, however, hints at a more alien and mysterious origin. The attack on Eden Prime demonstrated Sovereign's ability to generate mass effect fields powerful enough to land on a planetary surface. This implies it has a massive Element Zero core and the ability to generate staggering amounts of power.
All right, last one, space combat. And we'll finish up the stream for today.
Ship mobility dominates space combat. The primary objective is to align the mass accelerator along the bow with the opposing vessel's broadside. Battles typically play out as artillery duels, fought at ranges measured in thousands of kilometers, though assaults through defended mass relays often occur at knife fight ranges, as close as a few dozen kilometers. Most ship-to-ship engagements are skirmishes between patrol vessels of cruiser weight and below, with dreadnoughts and carriers only deployed in full-scale fleet actions. Battles in open space are short and often inconclusive, as the weaker opponent typically disengages. Once a ship enters FTL flight, the combat is effectively over. There are no sensors capable of tracking them, or weapons capable of damaging them. The only way to guarantee an enemy will stand and fight is to attack a location they have a vested interest in, such as a settled world or a strategically important mass relay.
Nice. The Patrick Starfish I saw. Now it all makes sense. This ship. Oh, Starship. Oh, you're talking about the Sovereign?
Is the flagship of the rogue Spectres
Patrick
Saren,
Star.
an enormous...
Patrick Star, everybody. So we have a whole bunch of council races that we'll check out probably the next time we play. Then we got technology and some weapons. There's a bunch of primary stuff that I'll do probably off stream, as well as doing inventory management and stuff like that. So I'll probably do that off stream. But I'm gonna go ahead and end here for today. We did a good amount. Been the shortest probably Mass Effect stream since we started playing this. Just a little bit over 3 hours, so it wasn't too bad. We got started late today, so 3 hours is still pretty good. But yes, we will continue more Mass Effect 1 tomorrow. I know we'll probably do... I don't know if we'll do planet exploration right away. We might do maybe some of the other side quests that we can do right now. I know I want to go to the Citadel and get some new armor and turn in some quests there. And then we might do Pharos tomorrow. Not sure. That's a main mission that we have to do. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we'll continue more Mass Effect tomorrow. But for now, this is where our adventure ends for today. Thanks for watching.